Each player has their favorite thing they like to do when they play Destiny, and for me, it's always a party night. Every reset, I get a crap load of Red Bulls, and I launch the newest master or the Grandmaster and figure it out, and figure it out, and figure it out until I know every specific thing about every encounter in that Nightfall, and then I make a guide and share it with you bros. So, that's what we're going to talk about today, the Ad Slay guide, or the support role guide, however you want to look at it, but mainly going to be focused on support using Well of Radiance with Phoenix Protocol. There's a Universal Guardian version in here, and a non-Hive and Hive mode version. We're going to be using Wrath of Rasputin with Fireteam Medic, and with Xenophage on Solar subclass, you're going to be making a crap load of cells, and every time you shoot those cells, you're going to heal your team, and you're also going to blow everything up that's in its path with a huge blast radius, so it's kind of like you have a Xenophage rocket a lot of the time when you're using the Xenophage and Wrath of Rasputin. Let's jump into this guide. I'm going to show you step by step everywhere you can stand in every single encounter, and it doesn't matter if you've ever played a Grandmaster or Master in your life, this guide is just a flawless way to do it. It might not be the fastest way, but there's just no way you're going to die by doing this, and you're not going to waste those revives. So that first encounter is just as you see here. You're going to stand to the left of the wizard, that way the wizard never sees you, and then when all the thralls show up, you just blast a Xenophage to the ground, or if you have armaments, use a grenade. Chances are you're going to make a cell, shoot that cell, it blows everybody up. After you've killed the wizard, you're going to head to the back of the map where you see me right here, and you're going to ad clear everything until everything dies, and then you're going to head to your first champion, which is going to be on that left pillar. Keep in mind that your job is a support player, so use that unstoppable weapon to stagger champions so you can get closer to the champion, and that's what you're going to do right here. You'll see me shoot him with unstoppable to stop his booming, and then you're going to get where you can head glitch him right underneath where he's going to be standing, and then stand as a team right where you can see his head, but he can't shoot you, and just head glitch him all the way until his death. Now once you kill this champion, you're just going to move to where that champion was, and you're going to take out the second champion that's going to stand a little bit in front of you by that middle structure thing. He's always going to stand here in the exact location every single time you do this Nightfall, so do the same thing again. Do a head glitch, get him to where his gun can't hit you, but you can see his head, and then take him out. If you make a cell, don't blow that cell up, call all the thrall out of that door, and let them follow you back to that cell, and then blow them up, or use your grenade and get armaments to refill your heavy ammo. Since you're the support player, you're the only one that needs to walk and open this door and get your unstoppable weapon ready while your two teammates have their heavy weapon ready to fire at the Ogre. The Ogre's either going to go behind a tree or he's going to follow you out, so either way, just hang out back here and just take him out from a distance. It's a real easy takeout. After you take the Ogre out, you're going to use your unstoppable weapon to get the left boomer to stop booming while you move your team inside the area, which you're going to see right here. So I stop him, and then we move right here, and then we're going to shoot him again with the unstoppable to stop the booming again, and then move to the left side of the front room. Use your unstoppable again to stop any booming if necessary, and drop your rifts because you get them back by the time they end, being get a 7 or higher recovery. So do as you see here, just stand behind these pillars and take that champion out, and then after that, you're going to use your unstoppable weapon again to move your team to the right side of that front room and do the exact same thing over again. This takes all the randomness out of combat because you can set yourself up and set your team up with your unstoppable weapon and just hide behind those pillars. Now for the next area, you're probably going to make a cell on that first ad. If so, you can blow everybody up in that area, but the first job is take out all the ground ads and then move to the wizard that's going to be on top of the stair set. I'm using a shield disorient hand cannon, so if you're using a shield disorient type void weapon, it's cool to hit them with that because it's 8 to 9 seconds of them being disoriented and it's an easy takeout. Drop your rift if you need to recharge your grenade. This build has dual enhanced bomber on, so you get grenades all the time with this with Benevolent Dawn. Once you get your grenade, pick up the orb and throw your grenade straight in the middle and then drop a rift on this left wall. After you do that, you're going to wait for the champion to set himself up, which is going to be to the right, where the Shrieker can't see you, but you can see the champion, and then do the head glitch again, and that's a real simple takeout. Once you've slayed every ad, you're going to pick the orb up, and if the Shrieker is going all crazy and shooting in a complete circle in the air, that means you can go slam it right away because he doesn't notice anybody. But the crappy thing is, if he does notice you, he's going to fire at you the entire time, so you have to understand their rhythm. And that is, every time they do 2 spirals, he gives you a brief second to move to your next position, and you're going to see me do that right here. He goes 1 spiral, 2 spiral, so I'll move up to the front right pillar, and now I'm just going to count them again. I'm going to wait for him to lose focus again to where he goes back to that same mechanic, so I'm going to fast forward to where he does that again. You'll see 2 spirals, I'm going to wait, and after that second spiral, that's going to be the time that I move. It's crucial to know this because sometimes he just doesn't let go of you, even if you have other teammates on your team, but especially when you're solo, he just doesn't want to let go, so learning that rhythm is pretty key, especially in the last room when it's the dual Shriekers before the boss fight. The next room you get to is fairly easy. Chances are you're going to make a cell, and one cell blows everybody up in here. And for the champion, just hang back as a team and team fire. This champion is really easy. But the Ogre is kind of a tricky situation, so I'll teach you the Ogre mechanic and how you can dominate this area really simply. Just stay in the doorway like you're seeing right here, and keep dropping rifts. Like I said, you got dual enhanced bomber, you get grenades all the time with that and benevolent dawn. But what happens is the Ogre's going to keep strafing right behind that wall, and then right where it can see you as you move forward. So you can play that to your advantage. Every time he goes behind the wall, move up and take out the acolyte that are going to be throwing grenades at you. But don't worry about the champion just yet. Just keep playing to the Ogre's mechanic, keep walking out, keep walking back, and he keeps going back and forth strafing, and either keep throwing grenades at the Ogre or at the acolytes that are throwing grenades back at you. All you gotta do is watch out for the champion, but eventually you're gonna take him out, and it's a real simple situation. After the Ogre, you're gonna go to that front right champion where all the acolytes are surrounding, but now that you've killed all the acolytes during the Ogre phase, you just have the champion to deal with, and the same thing. Do a head glitch, take the champion out, and then move to the left side of the room. If you move quickly, the other champion shouldn't be over there yet, so take out the acolytes as fast as possible. Use xenophage if you need to, get armaments if you need to. Just take out the acolytes and wait on the other champion, but don't move forward any, otherwise you're risking a death. But once the champion makes his way over there, take out any acolytes that are surrounding him because they'll be throwing grenades at you, and then hang out on the stair set to the left side. Drop a rift there, and then again, easy takeout by doing the head glitch. The champion can't hit you at all the entire time. Once you take out that champion, you're going to go to the right side of the room from where you're standing now, and there's going to be a few more acolytes maybe, unless you took all those out already, but there's going to be one arc knight over there. If you have one person rocking a Telesto and somebody else rocking a Xenophage, you can afford to have somebody else rock out an arc weaponry just for these 3 knights you're going to encounter, but it's really kind of up to you. If you don't have arc, then you can just team fire them, but after you move up and kill that knight, you're going to do damage to the Ogre. He's going to summon 2 arc knights to you, and if I were the one with the arc weapon, I would throw an arc rocket down or whatever at my feet as you see me jump in the air. That didn't happen in that situation, but that's exactly how I would do it. But if not, just hang back and go team fire. They work on proximity, so they're not a huge threat unless you're standing right next to them, but just figure out how you need to kill them. But after that, it's just going to be ad clear game, taking out wizards, taking out acolytes, using your cell build to blow everybody up. And then there's 2 ways you can actually do this situation when it comes to the Ogre battle or the entire battle after those Arcanites. And this is the first situation where you just kind of hang back and, you know, take him out the normal way. Or you can go and you can jump and kind of glitch on top of this wall that I'll show you here. You can just jump up right here and then walk over to the other side of the map, and the Ogre will be right below you. So you can have 2 teammates go the normal way and then have somebody over here with like a sniper or Izanagi or somebody else doing cover fire. It's just kind of a cool location. The next room is going to be all the crystals, and this is where I recommend you filling up heavy ammo using armaments if you're using armaments, but if you're good on ammo, just do whatever you need to do to take them out. But you're going to be able to take out these ads in the next room really quickly, but you need to make sure you're the first one running out and jump on top of this pillar right when you get out there, and make sure you're the first because they're going to be running up the stairs, and chances are you're going to make a cell, and you can blow that cell up and deal with every acolyte right away. Whether you were successful in doing this or not, it might take a few tries, but either way, head to where you see me right now, and you're perfectly safe to take out the champions right here because they can't hit you. Just do the head glitch like you've been doing, and then move forward to the left side champ and get behind this wall that you see me behind because, again, it's a safe spot. The control zone of the champion makes it to where his damage can't even hit you from right here, so you can just do the same thing, do the head glitch, and kill that champion, and then move forward. Now, when it comes to these acolytes by the 2 wizards and this other champion, make sure if you make a cell, do not shoot that cell, because what it's going to do is it's going to activate these void wizards, and you don't want to have a champion and 2 void wizards, especially in Grandmaster. You don't want to have that situation because it's just so much fire, somebody can die, it could be a wasted revive. But move up by hanging around the side of that wall. Pay attention to the wall that I'm behind right now because this wavy wall is a complete safe zone. You're going to see me run backwards because all I'm doing right now is I'm calling out the thrall to follow us back here. This is where you can use armaments if you need to, or if you have a teammate that needs special, you can set them up for a special finisher, but just hang back until you take all the thrall out, and then what you're going to do is you're going to hug the wall back to the side of that wavy wall where I just left from. I'm going to show you 2 situations of gameplay right here. So somebody accidentally activated the Void Wizards along with the champion. So now we have those 2 wizards and a champion. If this was a Grandmaster, this would be a bad situation to be in. But luckily, behind the wavy wall, you're still completely safe. So you as a whole squad can just hang out right here the entire time. But I wanted to show you, if you do this the right way, how much easier that it is to do. So here it is again, starting from scratch. This is just one of the mini solo runs that I did when I was just trying to figure out this area. I move up, drop the rift, take out the champion, and then again with the unstoppable weapon, after I take that first right champion out, I'm going to use the unstoppable weapon to stagger that champion to allow me or my team to move up behind this wavy wall, because this wavy wall also is another safe zone where I can't get hit by damage. I do the head glitch, take out the champion, and then after this area, I'm going to do the same thing, take out any acolytes. If I do happen to make any kind of cell, I'm not going to blow that cell up. I'm just going to hug that right wall to follow myself all the way up to that wavy wall just to call out the thrall. I'm going to run backwards, jump in the air, throw a xenophage at the ground to kill all the thrall, and then I'm going to sneak my way back up behind that wavy wall and then take out the champion. And then after I take that champion out, and then after I kill that champion by not activating those void wizards, then I'm going to use my shield disorient weapon to pop the shield on one of the void wizards, which is going to stagger both of them, and it makes this whole situation just work like clockwork the entire time when you can do it this way and not have to risk anything. Now moving on to the next area, which is where all the unstoppable ogres are going to be. So pick the orb up and walk forward, but take out all the thrall that are going to rush to you. Once you kill all of them, go to the right side of the staircase where you see me now, or you're behind this banister. And again, just take this champion out from afar, try to head glitch him behind that banister. He can still hit you, but he misses a lot of his shots, so it's not that risky. And then take out all the remaining acolytes and move forward. Now when you get inside of this room, there's going to be acolytes in here across from you. Take all those acolytes out. There's a champion and more acolytes to your left, so haul ass across the room, do a lot of slides, and do an entire circle around that opposite room that you see me in right now. And this is going to take you all the way around to the acolytes, where you can do a simple grenade to fill up your armaments and take them out, and then you just have the champion left, and there's no way they can hit you the whole time. You might get shot once, but you're not going to get shot nearly the amount of times as if you were to fight them in the doorway you just came from. It's pretty crucial that you take this champion out immediately by one-phasing him. With the weapon loadout that you have on, plus Oppressive Darkness, it shouldn't be that difficult, but have somebody go grab the ball, then move forward. You're going to have Acolytes drop and the first Unstoppable Ogre. Really easy to take out as a whole squad, especially with Oppressive Darkness and stuff like I just mentioned. Just keep team firing, and this is kind of at your own pace. These Ogres will follow you all the way back out of this room, but if you're doing this solo or two-man or whatever, or if you have 4 weaponry on that can't melt real fast, you can actually just walk out of the entire room and then bait them all the way back to you until you finally kill them. After you kill them, move forward, take out all the rest of the acolytes, and then do the same thing again. If you need to fall backwards because your weaponry isn't enough, it's kind of just you and your own pace in this room. Team firing can drop them in no time though. When it comes to this room and doing it solo, it's a lot harder than doing it as a team because you can have team firing going on and you can bait the Shriekers. But the Shrieker and the timing in this room is really a hit or miss, especially in Grandmaster sense, because it's really easy to die when you have 2 Shriekers locked onto you. You can still do the timing where you can move forward and stuff without them seeing you as much, but you really just kind of want to wait until they start shooting in sporadic areas. That's how you know that they're not locked onto anybody. Move up to that front right pillar and drop a rift. I'd go ahead and blow up that explodey canister just to be safe, but try to wait until they start going sporadic and then drop it in. But like I said, if you're solo, good luck doing this if you're not on a hunter that can go invisible, because a lot of the time, as you slam it in, they'll kill you at the exact time. So good luck there. Your timing's got to be pretty impeccable. After that room, you're home free. Use that final room for armaments, and don't worry about the wanted target because it's just going to waste all of your ammo. Now for the boss strategy that's really easy to do. You just need somebody to cover you on Thrall while 2 people do DPS, and you want to start at the top of this hill first and get behind this rock and angle your head to where the Shrieker can't hit you, but you can still shoot the Shrieker. Once it teleports across the map, you're going to move up 1 rock to where you see me right now and hang out to the left. There's a total of 6 Thrall that'll come up and try to kill you, so just have your Ad Slayer take care of them while you do DPS. Once the Shrieker closes up and summons all the ads, if you have Xenophage ammo, you're going to stand on top of this rock where you see me here, and there's a 99% chance you're going to make a cell here, and by having the cell on, you can shoot the cell, take out all the ads, and once you do that, you're just going to move up to that middle platform under the boss where it is in the beginning, exactly where you see me here. Plant a lot of rifts. Like I said, you get a ton of rifts back, so your job as a support player is to always plant those rifts to make sure you and your team are safe. And by having the dual enhanced bombers on, you're gonna have tons of grenades, especially with the high repurposing, because every time you break an anti-barrier shield, you get your grenade refunded. Same with anybody else that's using Oppressive Darkness and high repurposing. Your Ad Slay role in the team, somebody using Telesto, just crap on these 2 champions. But as soon as you kill the final champion in this room, it's going to make the boss open up briefly for around 3 seconds. That's when you're going to do a little bit of DPS, and then he's going to close back up and teleport back to the center of the room. This is where you're going to hide out at. This is just one of the millions of takes that I did, just running this over and over just to have fun, basically, and just slay out in this boss area. But you're going to chill right here, kill the boss in the middle. You might need to plant a rift here or well or whatever you need to do. If you're at a team, you just need to assign somebody to be on Thrall duty while 2 people do boss DPS. So whoever's your Ad Slayer, they don't need to worry about anything but the ads and the Thrall. They're going to run up to you because Empath is on, and if they melee you, it's kind of like having Blackout. They can kill you really easily. So make sure somebody is covering that role. Once he closes up, you're going to still hang in that same area you've been the entire time, because no ads can hit you from back here. The only thing you got to worry about are grenade throwing acolytes in that middle platform. That's the only ads that can hit you. So it's a good idea to keep planting rifts as usual. All the ogres will be frozen in place, so it's an easy takeout from back here. But it's very important that you kill every acolyte before you kill the third unstoppable ogre. Because when you kill the ogre, it's going to make the boss open up, and then he's going to teleport to the center after that. And if you don't do enough DPS or make it up to the top of this hill, he's going to shoot tracking balls at you. And the top of this hill is a perfect location to be, because if he does shoot those tracking balls at you, it's enough distance between you and him to still shoot those tracking balls, instead of you being really close proximity to where those balls don't have a lot of distance to travel, basically. So it's just a good area to be at. All you got to worry about at this point are Thrall coming up to you. Once you do that, you just kill the wizard, then you go get the ball, you pick it up. There's going to be 2 final wizards, of course. And then after you kill those 2 final wizards, you're now going to be on to your boss final phase, which is going to be the melt phase before he shoots more tracking balls at you. So this is real crucial to know, and that is the mechanic of the boss, to know when to take off to go slam that ball in so he doesn't kill you on your journey up there. So every time you hear him shoot darts out 8 times, every 8 times he stops for a brief second, and that's going to be your cue to take off. So around 7, that's when you want to take off. That's when you want to go ahead and start running up there, slam it in, drop your well or whatever, have a team throw Nova Bombs, and then crush the boss. And that, my friend, is how you do a great, flawless, first-time run or million-time run Savathun song. There's definitely faster ways you can do Savathun song, but my goal this week was to make it to where anybody could go from point A to point B and get through it in a breeze. Hopefully that helps you out, Guardian. If you do like this content, hit subscribe. Also, join our B Squad, become a part of our awesome community, and join our Discord and say what's up, where you can also download one of any of my builds that I post out. But other than that, Guardian, if you have any questions below, leave them in the comments, share this with a friend, hit subscribe. My name is Rustopholis. I will see you all on my next video. Next time.
Space.